Okay, hey everyone, this is Rotorstorm331, back to doing some more speedruns for Retrothon, once again this time of year. And today I'll be doing both of these runs back to back today. The first one being Marvel Superheroes, played on the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Game Collection Arcade Classics. Before we do get started with the game, I do want to show the difficulty. The difficulty is set on 0, and that's because if we set it anywhere above 1, enemies are going to be blocking a whole lot. So, and this is also my ideal way of doing my runs, pretty much, because it allows me one more faster time. But those that have world record runs can do that on the hardest difficulty and have no problems. And also, we're also going to set this on none with turbo speed, so that'll be automatically applied. And we're also playing this on the Japanese version, so we're going to go ahead and go right into arcade mode. So even though this is an estimate of 15 minutes, things can go wrong in arcade beat 'em up, but it shouldn't be a problem with level 0 difficulty. So let's go ahead. We're going to be playing as Blackheart, the son of Mephisto, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. So anyway, this game is based off of the Infinity Saga that was released in the early 90s. And of course, anyone who remembers that will pretty much remember how terrible Thanos was, with not only the infamous snap, but also pretty much every Marvel hero character that survived it pretty much wound up getting destroyed by him, pretty much. Just how OP the gems are. And of course, the gems play a pretty good role in this game because they give you the ability to give you various effects in combat, like boost power, defense, your movement speed, and give you a whole lot of other things. So, starting things off, we got Webhead Spider-Man here, and he is pretty much on every tower, pretty much. And you're going to pretty much see him just about every tower you pretty much fight. He's pretty much one of the more formidable foes of for this game, obviously. So we're not going to try to activate the gems as much as possible, and that's because we don't want to lose time. So Captain America is kind of a difficult situation for me, because he just loves to do that jumping shield slash of his, if he gets hit. So yeah, with Blackheart, he's more of a zoner, but his mediums are basically his primary damage for the most part. In fact, I don't even play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 without his mediums, so that's also another reason why I don't play as him on that game or even play that game at all. But anyway, his heavy punch and kicks are release demons. The heavy kick ones will allow you to immobilize enemies, whereas the fierce punch ones let you deplete the enemy's health, assume if you don't attack with Blackheart. So right there he gets the speed up, obviously. Now Blackheart can actually do air dashing in this game. And right now, Captain America is just being a jerk, unfortunately. Just loves to block. Even though this is at level 0, these some of the opponents I do fight do block a lot. Now, Hulk doesn't block as much in level 0, so thankfully this won't be as long as Spider-Man and Captain America. Well, there goes my perfect. Alright, for that, I'm going to do this, because why not? So, believe it or not, the Heart of Darkness is actually a reference to one of the comic book titles that Blackheart appeared in Daredevil. He's usually more of an enemy to Doctor Strange or heroes that fight mystic enemies in general. So yeah, believe it or not, Hulk doesn't do a whole lot of guarding in level 0. So anyway, we're coming up with Magneto. He's actually pretty easy as long as he doesn't try to break out. So basically we're just trying to fish for hits, pretty much, with Blackheart. doing the forward light K. This usually keeps them cornered, and they do not get out at all if you can keep them that way. So yeah, Magneto can't do a whole lot assuming he doesn't try to jump like he just did. So we got a double perfect, which probably won't happen again. I should probably point out most X-Men characters don't usually appear much frequently in these towers. So Wolverine's kind of my nemesis for this, obviously, because he just loves to go dashing. Yeah, believe it or not, we want to try to trigger the Infernos whenever we can. Whenever he hits the Infernos, the strength of the punch actually depends on the type you get. If you get a light punch or just don't do anything after the activation of Inferno, you get the lightning one. That's his most high damaging one. You get the ice if you do the medium, which is his medium type damage in general. And of course, with Dark Lightning, Dark Thunder, you can always change it with depending on what punch you use. Yeah, free Armageddon, because why not? We're not going to get world records, so we might as well have some fun, right? Well, Logan, into the drink with you. Something more refreshing than booze, that's for sure. Anyway, moving on to Iron Man, Tony Stark. So anyway, we're going to be dealing with him. He's not too difficult to fight. And yes, Blackheart can actually do air throws. Believe it or not, actually do a lot of grappling with Blackheart, even though he's not really a grappler in general. So anyway, that was pretty easy. Hopefully we can keep Iron Man pinned to the next round. Because some enemies love to dash a whole lot under AI control. Wolverine is pretty much one of them. And so does Tony, and luckily we got another double perfect. Well, I take back what I said. We got another double perfect going this round. But Dr. Doom's going to change all that pretty quickly. We were playing on level 1 difficulty, we'd pretty much be having problems dealing with him. Hopefully he didn't go for... Hopefully we got him before he can trigger anything else. Gotta have some specials every now and then, right? Yeah, believe it or not, Blackheart really relies very heavily on his medium punch. So much for the future Sorcerer Supreme. And of course, if you do pretty darn well with your matches and end that with an Infinity move, you can get an exploding health bar. Alright, so we're coming up to Thanos coming up. Pretty easy to deal with on level 0, of course. Different story when you're playing on higher difficulties. Got a free air combo to start things off. Blind Sinker for Blackheart here. Alright, moving on to round 2. Hopefully we can get this finished. And that's time. 858, not bad. Not bad at all. But yeah, if you were going to play it on higher difficulties, these matches would be a lot more difficult. But since I just started speedrunning this game, might as well play on the lower difficulties, and if I get confident enough, I could probably try tackling these at higher levels. Hopefully I can learn some more new characters to run with, aside from Blackheart. But anyway, my best time with him is about at least 729. Interesting tidbit about this game, when this game was released for arcades, this was actually dedicated in memory of Jack King Kirby, a well-known comic book artist. He did a lot of art for a lot of the more recognizable comic books that we now know nowadays. So this game was actually dedicated in his memory, and he passed away during its development. So anyway, that is Marvel Superheroes. Got that pretty much under estimate, but you never know what happens in an actual speedrun, right? So we'll just hit some punch buttons, get out of there. It's going to show my statistics. Japanese version is actually a lot more faster because of the dialogue and everything. So 6:11:59 ain't bad, despite the 2 infinites being used. Alright, so I'm going to take a small break and turn it over to the folks at Retrothon to run a little break while I switch over to Merc. Sorry about the pause. But anyway, we'll be playing it on the Japanese, not Japanese, but Sega Genesis version coming up next. So I'll turn it over to RGLtv, and I'll see you all in a bit. Catch you later.